Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. And this is a great video for today. It's the Colorado Springs real estate market update for August of 2025. So for those of you who've been following for a while, you know that I am Mark with My Front Range Living. We're a team of full-time real estate agents here. And the market update is one of my favorite videos to do every single month because it gives insight to everybody, whether you're moving to Colorado Springs, whether you live in Colorado Springs, you're buying a home, whatever it looks like in the Colorado Springs and surrounding area. This is a great bit of information for everybody every single month. And so let's just hop right in. And again, as always, we're only doing single family. We're not going to mess with condos and townhomes. That's disgusting in and of itself, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But single family homes, and it's the entirety of the Pikes Peak MLS. So it's not just the Colorado Springs proper, but it's the surrounding area. Teller County, a little bit of Douglas County, maybe Park County, but everything in the general vicinity of Colorado Springs. So let's just dive in. So new listings actually went down from 1654 in July to 1459 in August. And that's also a dip year over year, 1605 in the same period, August of 2024 to 1459 now. And that's something that we want to keep an eye on because right now we seem to have this tension between buyers and sellers where sellers are looking for a certain price point and buyers are only willing to give a certain price point. And with those sellers wanting a certain price point and the buyers only willing to pay a certain price point, that takes us into the sales price, which is interesting. But sales overall went down from 1152 to 1039 month over month. And that's actually down basically flat, but still down year over year from 1064 in August of 24 to 1039 this year. So we are seeing sales kind of flatten out a little bit, and that brings us into the average sales price. Average sales price went down, and I think that that's appropriate. A lot of people are talking about interest rates, so on and so forth. Totally get that. But the reality of it is consumer sentiment is very, very low right now. So everybody believes that home values overinflated over the course of the last 10 years or so. And so that's starting to come down. Sellers believe that they can get something, and buyers are like, I'm not willing to pay it. So even though comps and everything else may value a home at a certain price point, we all know that a home is only worth what somebody's willing to pay for. So average sales price is 566.4, so 566,400, which is down from 574.2 month over month. It is up just ever so slightly, about a percent, 558.4 year over year, down to 566.4. So we are starting to see sales prices come down a little bit, and I really do believe that that's what has to happen in this particular market. I know sellers, you don't want to hear that, but the appraisal says right, and appraisal's great, but again, a home's only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. And of course, median sales price. Again, median sales price is half the homes that were sold were above this, half the homes that sold were below this. And again, it's a good indication of what we can expect in the market. So it did go down from 497.4 in July to 480 in August. So pretty good dip. Also down year over year from 490 in August of 24, 480 in August of 25. So we are starting to see sales prices come down. And the reality of it is, I mean, we talked about it. New listings are coming down as well. So the whole buyer and seller dynamic is really, really interesting right now. There are buyers out there, but sellers are having a harder time getting what they wish they could get for their house. So total active, right? Total active homes actually went down, which not a ton, but still from 4227 in July to 4139 in August. But that's way up, like a lot, from 3320 in August of 2024 to 4139 now. So we're seeing a lot of inventory. Houses are sitting longer. Fewer are coming on the market, and it's stagnant right now. So days on market, not a ton of change. It's 43. Which is interesting. It's down from when we were in the 60s, like 68, 63, sometime in that first quarter of 2025. But we're hovering in the 40s, mid 40s right now for days on market, which tells us if a house goes on the market, and there are still buyers interested in it, it's going that weekend, right? So houses are still going pretty quickly if it's desirable, if it's sought after, if there are buyers in that particular market. So but other homes are sitting quite some time. We've looked at anything between 1 month, 2 months. We've had one out there for 4 months. It's really an interesting time for sure. All right, so condos and townhomes. The whole reason that I said that, well, I mean, quite frankly, it's a shit show, right? I try not to swear too much on the channel, but It is a shit show right now, and here's why. It's not just insurance. The reality of it is, yes, insurance plays a part. It has to have certain parameters around it to be FHA or VA, any sort of government loan backed program. But what we're seeing right now is not only insurance not being sufficient to be FHA qualified, but it's too expensive to be FHA qualified, meaning the association can do it, but that reflects in the assessments. So we're in this weird space right now with condos and townhomes. Don't get me started. I'm fighting the battle on one in particular, but FHA qualification is really, really tough to come by the more insurance restrictions that are put on associations. Regardless of all of that information, you know the drill. If you ever have questions, please feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to help any way that we can. You can find a link to our website in the description of the video below, myfrontrangeliving.com. You can also find a link to our relocation guide in the description of the video below. That's yours. Just helps you kind of fit some criteria in your move to Colorado Springs. And always, please feel free to reach out. We want to help and help you make the best decision you can as you're thinking about making your move. Hey, as always, we hope you found great value today. We look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.